Some more things on a more personal note. I am a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. Last September, I had my 31st year without a drink or a line of cocaine, so that's a good thing. Thank you. 19 years ago, my wife and I filed bankruptcy. We lost everything financially, and 20 years ago, my wife said to me one afternoon, if things don't improve in this marriage, she's going to file for divorce. And I only tell you this because I draw my comedy from my life experience. Right now, that's pretty much my life, the highlights. Alcoholism, bankruptcy, and divorce. So strap on your party hats, folks. Mr. Sunshine flew to Dallas just to cheer you up. So, my favorite philosopher, Woody Allen, said that comedy was tragedy plus time. What that means to me is if you have time to heal from the wounds in your life, you should find humor in the wounds. Give you an example of a wound in my life. I was a 9-year-old boy. My parents bought me a dog. It was my dog. And I don't know why, but one day, my dog attacked my father and bit him. My dad didn't like that, took my dog out in the backyard and blew him away with his 12 gauge. That's tragic. But I learned at a young age never to bite my father. So, yeah, I just came here to make some lemonade out of a lemon, folks. Come on. You know what I remember about that night was my mother. I was 9 years old. I was sad. I was crying. My dog got shot. So my mother patted my little hand and going, "Shh, stop your crying. You don't want to upset your father." I forgot. Should also tell you, I was diagnosed with adult attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I don't even know what that is. I really don't. How do you quantify and measure attention? I really want to know. I mean, don't you have to know what full attention is before you can figure out what a deficit of that is? I have been around fully attentive people in my life. Trust me, they're frightening people. We used to call them cocaine addicts. I don't know what you call them, but got some guy glaring at you for 20 minutes. Louie, blink, you're frightening people, huh? And I used to think I suffered from attention deficit, but I realized I don't suffer from it at all. It's the people around me that seem to have a problem with it. Turns out I'm perfectly happy the way God designed me. And I'm a functioning hypochondriac. I should mention that as well. This is how God looks out for his children. It's my ADHD that keeps my hypochondria manageable. On those days that I'm thoroughly convinced I need an ambulance, by the time I actually get to the phone to call one, I've been distracted 4 or 5 times. So. Yeah. I usually wind up in the kitchen. I got the telephone. I can't remember why I have a telephone. So that's when I order our pizza. So. My kids love me. Dad's dying again. All right, pepperoni, baby.